Hello, this is Richie from the Metal Cell podcast. I've got my co-host Evan. How are you, Ev?
Still alive, that's great.
That's cool. And we've got Grumpster, we've got Falyn, Noel and Lalo. How are we, lads?
Hello.
Doing good.
Thanks for joining us.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Are you basically all in Oakland, or whereabouts are you?
Pretty much.
For the most part.
Like one city over. Pretty close, yeah.
And what's Oakland like size-wise? What's the population like?
Oh, like 400-something thousand, I think.
What's Cork?
Something like that.
I think it's more.
Yeah. I think that's what it says on the population sign.
Yeah.
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 And have you all moved into Oakland, or any of you originally from around that area?
No, I'm originally from Union City, which is it's like a suburb 20 miles south of here.
Kind of the Bay still. It is the Bay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still the Bay, but it's a suburb of Oakland.
Yeah.
And I moved to Oakland 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of moved over near the start of the band then, really?
Pretty much, yeah. Basically.
Jumped in straight away.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Lalo?
I grew up in the Berkeley area, so I've been here forever.
Ah, okay. And Falyn?
I moved from Massachusetts 4 years ago, a little more than 4 years ago. And I moved to Oakland. So I've been here for 4 years.
And how did you guys all meet up?
This is Lalo's
Lalo's
story.
good at this story.
Is this mine? So we all worked at we all worked at a particular instrument chain.
Guitar Center, was it?
All over. Yeah. Yeah. So we all worked at Guitar Center, and but separately. So I met Noel. We worked together for about almost 6 months or so, 7 months. And then he transferred, and then literally a week or two later, Falyn got hired. And then we met that way. And then later I kind of connected the dots and brought that together.
Cool.
So Falyn basically took Noel's job then.
Yes.
Yeah. Essentially.
No, but he was higher up position.
Upper management, yeah.
Oh.
He was
he was a boss.
Basically.
He was in charge of the money.
Yeah.
I did tell Lalo what to do. I would always walk up to
You
him
were
and
probably
be like,
so
"Hey, what are you
mean
doing?"
to Lalo.
I was.
He was.
Has anything changed in that way, or is that...
No.
It's the same.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
And Falyn, with a name like Walsh, for all the Irish listeners, have you investigated the old Irish side of things?
Not really. Some of my family members went on a trip to Ireland a few years ago, but they didn't invite me, so I didn't get to go.
Okay.
That's a bad one, man.
So I could have explored.
Irish out of the group.
What?
Have Irish in you?
Oh, I am. I'm half Irish.
Are you half?
Yeah, something like that. I'm probably
a quarter.
Oh yeah, a quarter.
I'm a
because
quarter.
my dad's half Irish.
Really, Lalo, as well,
So
yeah?
if we're both a quarter, then that makes a half.
Are you? Oh, I feel
Together
Wait,
you
are
make
you
half Irish, yeah.
Yeah, my
So
grandma's full
we can
Irish.
tug out Noel as well. With a name like Noel, we'll put him on the Irish team as well. It's a great option.
That's
Noel
just the
is
Catholicism.
100% Irish.
Yeah.
He's born there.
What do you think, Kev? We'll claim him as the
They're
role.
good. I'll take it. You can have... We'll swap. They can have you too. We'll take Grumpster. That's fine with me. That works. So when you started, was the first release 2017? Was it?
Yes.
Or 2018?
Yes. No, it was 2017.
2017. Yeah. That was that Cutting Ties, or was it just a single that you released?
General Teams. It was this EP we did. It was our very first anything we ever released.
You probably can't find it. Oh, you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's on YouTube, all right. I think. Yeah.
We also did that split was on 2017.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Kairos was 2017.
True.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
How long after, we'll say, when you actually formed, was that you started recording and releasing?
Pretty quick.
So Lalo and I started writing songs together. Yeah, honestly. Lalo and I started writing songs probably in November or December. And then we released that first EP in July.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of quick.
I like when we recorded Funeral Tunes, I was still learning the songs. Like
we probably
I kind of just winged it.
We probably recorded it in like April.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And how fast did you decide on the name Grumpster then?
Once we heard it, we were like, that's it.
Yeah.
But it took it took a while leading up to that. We had a bunch of like pretty dumb ideas.
Stupid ideas.
And then like
Do you remember any of them?
I don't.
They
can never be
probably do.
disclosed. No one
they already had the
Lalo
name.
probably agrees with keeping that a secret.
Yeah, I agree.
They already had the name when I was asked to join, and it was actually a part of the reason I was down because I thought it was a good name. So
It is a good name.
Ideal,
But
yeah.
to finish my story, because we were gonna call it Grumpster Baby, but we were like, that's like maybe not. And then one of like Lalo's, how is he your friend? You know him somehow.
Yeah, so
Someone Lalo
he used to date a coworker of my sister's.
So like a friend, kind of.
Yeah, like a mutual friend.
Yeah, but then he was like, just don't put the baby and just do Grumpster. And then we were like, oh my God, yes.
A light bulb went off. Yeah.
We were like, it's perfect.
And what was the scene like when you started maybe your first few gigs? Was it hard to kind of generate a bit of interest for you, or did you know plenty of people around the scene as well?
We didn't know too many people.
No, we pretty much Mari and Sarcasm really was like the foot in.
Yeah, Mari was it, and then it kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, I'd say Gilman Street played a big role, did it?
Yeah,
that was our first show. It was there.
Yeah, so our friend Mari, who plays in Sarcasm, he is the head booker at Gilman. Was.
He's the guitarist.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
I think I saw an interview where he's still doing it now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That was the Asian man.
Yeah. Yes.
And he was.
So that was a good little.
In.
Yeah.
Didn't he appear? Is he not in one of your videos? Your latest video, is it?
For Growing Pain. Yeah.
Yes.
One of the main brothers.
We went with Sarcasm to film that.
That was your directorial debut, Lalo, was it? Did you?
Yeah, it was.
I almost thought of the whole video. It was so cool. I was
Potential Coppola there.
Yeah. We were just kind of sitting around a fire, like brainstorming ideas, and
we were like, like we had no idea.
We don't know what to do. Yeah, and I just was like, oh, what if we did like a really stupid like cowboy video with really like shitty props? And it kind of went on. It went on from there.
I thought it looked extremely realistic.
Right? Yeah. I think even like once we had that conversation, you instantly just started ordering shit on Amazon.
Yeah, you're like,
what's that, Noel? Medium?
And then he was like, okay, like next week we're gonna drive 8 hours to Bodie to film, and we were like, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess that's the closest thing you're going to get to feeling like some kind of tour or anything, especially if you're bringing the guys from Sarcasm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Didn't you buy a van?
Yeah, and we brought the van to film the video because we're like, it'll feel like we're on tour, so we should take it.
Yeah.
Really.
Why would we ride in it just to be like, imagine if we were on tour right now?
Really reaching for that feeling. Just
so sad.
It'd be so awesome not getting paid anywhere we go. Oh, this is amazing.
It would be better than this.
Falyn, you look great doing the Clint Eastwood spaghetti western moves. Did you do much research into cowboys?
Spaghetti westerns?
Did you do much research into
Clint Eastwood? Did you see any spaghetti westerns?
No, I just I used all I knew about cowboys, and that's it.
And under Lalo's direction, it was like
I was just winging it.
Yeah, you just had a natural knowledge of cowboys anyway.
It looks like all your videos, you have a lot of fun in them, actually. They're all very engaging, the videos.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun to make.
With tunnel vision as well, because I think that was the first video that I saw. Was that over what space of time was that filmed, or was that?
We did like a 1 week run with this band on drugs. It was like last August. Yeah, and so when we were on that run, we were like, let's just like film stuff, and then we'll film like us playing the song, and then we'll just make a video of it, and it'll be fun.
And how was shooting with Shibby for
it was
Roots
so
he did?
fun. Yes, it was so fun.
Yeah, he's awesome.
The best. Yeah.
I'm like really glad he reached out to us, because I think we've super solid dude.
And when he was here, we just hung out. It was so sick.
Like crashed on our couch, and glad that we have that friend now. Honestly,
Is that Jack? Is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
How many days of a shoot was Roots?
3 days.
It was only like 3 days. Yeah.
It wasn't that much.
It was my The first day was my birthday.
It was.
So then we took a break.
Wow,
I do remember. Yeah, everyone was like, "Oh, what do you do for your birthday? What do you do for your birthday?" I was like, filming a music video. I don't know.
I would
fucking rock star, like.
Sorry,
It's being a rock star, man. None of your business.
Whatever, dude.
And how hard is it to keep the costs down while you're filming all these videos? Like
how do we pay for it?
We've been able to.
People have been really good, like
Us.
with not really charging us.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
stuff.
it's a lot of them are just friends.
Yeah, because they like reach out and ask if they can do it. So I feel like,
I don't think anyone's reached out to us to ask to do a video for us. We've always had to go looking.
Yeah, like the Roots video was free.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What a legend. Yeah, what a hero.
We just hung out with him. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember even because he like emailed us, sent us some of his other videos, and was kind of just being like, hey, like, want to collaborate? And then at one point I remember going to Lalo and Falyn and asking like, hey, should I ask, like, is it weird to be like, oh, how much kind of thing?
Yeah.
So whatever, I just ended up asking him. He was like, oh no, like, it's all good. Like, I just want to collaborate with like-minded artists, and
that's actually incredible. Like, there's very few people like him alive.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I believe that's how he does all his music videos on his channel. He just
he just loves doing it.
Sounds like there's a really good community spirit amongst you as well out there.
Yeah,
totally.
Amongst bands.
And how did with Asian Man with Mike? What a character, just in general. Like Mike, like I've seen interviews that Mike's done, and he has this like amazing ability to just drop any question that you're almost like, can I ask that? He'll just drop it in such a way that you're pressured to answer. Like, I think it was the Degrassi one that you did. He managed to get Falyn on the internet to say how much her rent was. Like,
I know. He always does shit like that, and he's so
and it's how does he do this?
I know. He'll ask any question he wants, and people are just like, "Here's the answer."
Yeah, but it's like he has this ability that he says it so quick that you don't even have time to be like, I'm actually not comfortable answering that.
right.
He like digs you there, and then he does it.
Just slides it in, just like, oh, by the way, bro.
And then you're like so off guard that you just answer. You don't even think about it.
I've noticed that he does this like head tilt thing, and that just means answer it. He's like, how much did you rent? How much?
I know.
And then it's just like, there you go.
Come on.
Yeah. I want the answer. Come on.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I was amazed as well, Falyn, at your story. Was it in the Ivy? Is it how he got kicked out of the Ivy?
Oh, yeah.
The Ivy room. Yeah.
Ivy rooms, yeah. And you're now left back in. Is that true?
Yeah, we're allowed back in now. I mean, it's not like open now, obviously, but we did get allowed back, and we did play there, I think, like one time after.
No, we played a couple afterwards,
Did we?
I think, unless I was playing with Jerky Boy.
I think 2.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Yeah. How difficult was it after that?
Getting
maybe
back
if you
in.
you don't have to tell the full story, but just maybe just set the context how.
Like the day after that happened.
Like how we got
That
back.
was probably was that one of your worst gigs? Did you say or?
It was our worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go on to your favorite one next, but
yeah, just so it's not doom and gloom.
no, that's why I started with the worst.
Like, I think they got new like management or something, and then we like were playing a show there. And I remember, Noel, you were like telling the bartender the story, and he was like, "I've never even heard of that incident happening." And I was like, "Noel, why are you telling everyone here what happened?" It's all new stuff.
I don't know. I don't know what rules are.
Yeah, but they just like got new management, or we like emailed them, and I was like, I like broke some stuff last year, but like, can we come back and play now? Like,
I think
it
I
hasn't
do
happened
remember you
since,
emailing
and they were
that.
like, yeah, fine.
Did they respond? No, I don't remember that.
I don't know, but we were allowed back at least.
You should try find the text messages that Falyn sent the next day apologizing, and just use that for like the back of the next album or something.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like I didn't really apologize the next day. I remember I was like, so
Yeah,
do
I
either of you
remember.
want to talk
I
about
do
last
remember
night? And they were like, are you right now?
You want to talk about last
Yeah,
night?
I was like, do you want to talk about your behavior? And they were like,
Still
Yeah,
in bed,
I
like
think that-
eyes everywhere. Like, well, are we talking about this?
yeah. But then after that, I was like, it was me. I know. Sorry.
Jeez.
Better
Yeah.
late than
Let's
never.
still be a team. Yeah.
And then your
Oh,
probably your best gig then, was that your album launch, or has something?
Yes.
I would say
show
so.
My
was
favorite.
so-
Yeah.
yeah.
That
That was at
first
Gilman.
time-
That was at Gilman, was it?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so sick.
It's the first time really hearing people like sing our
Hella
lyrics back or
singing.
sing
Brilliant.
their lyrics back.
Yeah.
It was pretty.
They were singing hella loud. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, just seeing
Yeah.
the place packed like that was really nuts, and like seeing a line and like all these
Yeah,
things that you get
good.
to enjoy going to other shows, like as a
Yeah.
supporter of the venue, and
Yeah,
like seeing
yeah.
those things for your music is like really cool.
I think there's
How-
always that awkward thing
Right.
of when you do sound check and there's no one in there, and you're kind of waiting. Just like being able to see a line is just,
Well, you know what's funny?
we're okay.
Yeah,
It's funny, like the night of our release show, I remember we got there and we sound checked, and then we came out, and like as a joke, we were like, "Where's the line?" Ha ha ha! Just kidding, because there like wasn't one. And then we went next door and we got a few beers, and then we came back out and there was like a fat line, and we were like,
Yeah.
"Wait!" like, huh?
Let me go back and drink one more
Yeah.
beer.
It's like, huh?
This
And
has
then,
worked
like,
out well for us.
Yeah, we were just like hella joking about it before, and we were like, "There's not gonna be a line." And then there was.
And like, was there like loads of your friends kind of at the front as well while you were playing?
a good amount of them. Yeah,
Not
I-
really. I
Maybe
feel
not
fuck
mine.
them, so. Fuck those guys.
There were a few.
It's
Yeah.
your launch, you know, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
Um,
bunch of there.
and what about Casey Roberge for the art? How did you come across him?
How did we?
they hit us up.
Same thing, yeah. Same thing like with Jack. Just got an email that said, "Hey, I don't even really know.
Like,
I know
Yeah, it was
we
like,
emailed
oh, you guys need art.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd be like, literally, yeah.
Oh, like I do merch.
What else?
Jesus.
Oh, that's cool.
I just don't know how these people like. Yeah, I just don't know how they're finding us. But
Yeah.
just
Did you
straight
find
up,
that there was something that kind of like that there was a tipping point? Because I know that there's isn't there like a Grumpster Mexico page?
Yeah, there is.
Like when does that just happen? You're like, oh yeah, the Grumpster Mexico. Like that's yeah, that's not a normal thing for like just a local band to have. Kind of, you know, like go on, sorry.
I think the turning point was after we played the show at Great American Music Hall. After that,
Yeah.
I feel like is when things started to get really crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's this full festival, Noise Pop. They do it yearly, and it's been going on since like 1996
A long
or
time
something.
ago.
Like pretty, like it's been going for a while, and that was our first like
Big show.
big opening gig at a venue that was like it's like more than
I think it's like
300 cap.
I think it was like
Mm.
5.
Yeah, well, like we
I
had
think
only
it's
Oh,
which
yeah,
was
yeah,
300
yeah.
up till then.
Yeah,
Um,
and it was like already almost full, and we were like opening, and we were like, "Oh God,
Yeah.
what do we do?" And then we figured it out,
Yeah,
and then things just got crazy.
that is. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of when shit like that started happening, we started getting more and more emails that were like, "Hey, do you want
the bigger venues?"
Yeah.
And it was after that show too. I feel like that Mike was really like, yeah.
I was just about to ask, like, what way did Mike come in with Asian Man? Did he? I'm just going off a track record. I presume that Mike emailed you or got onto you.
No, this one was actually a little bit different.
Yeah, it was like, so we heard like through the grapevine that Mike was interested in like working with us or something, but he never came to us directly. He would like talk to us like through other people, and we were like, what is up with this? So I remember we recorded some demos and then we sent them to him, and we're like, oh, hey Mike, like it's Grumpster, here are our demos, let us know what you think. And then he just never responded to it, and we were like, okay, well, at least we tried. So then we like got into contact with him about recording, because he like told us that we should go to District for the record, and we were like, okay, sure. And I remember we recorded it and sent it to him, and he was just like, sounds great. And we were like,
oh yeah, he like
yeah, like we heard that he was, and then we sent him the album. He's just like, cool, sounds good. And we were like, well, like, guess he doesn't want to work with us. And then finally we were like, hey, so do you want to put out the album? And he was like, are you sure you want to do it with me? Like, I would love to, but like, well, and we were like,
yeah, it was a little,
right? It was a weird, like,
it felt like when you're in, like, when you're 13 and you're trying to figure out how to ask someone out for the first time.
I was actually, you know what, I was just thinking that, yeah. Oh, I didn't know if I should ask her, if you were going to ask her what was going on.
and because it's like, we would contact him and send him stuff, and he would just be like, cool. Or like, sounds good. Or just like wouldn't respond to our emails, so we'd be like, oh, okay.
You should have got a friend, like, should have written down a note and given it to a friend, and then, like,
Yeah.
should have given it to him. Was like, will you release my record? Yes, no.
He would probably love that. He'd probably send you a letter back.
How does the new music compare to the stuff from Underwhelmed?
The stuff we're working on right now?
Yeah.
A little spicier.
Oh,
It's a little spicier.
Yeah.
Caribbean death metal.
I don't know. Sure.
Not that spicy.
Yeah.
And have you much done, lads?
Yeah,
We've got a good amount of songs that we're working on. A lot of ideas, nothing super concrete. But we're trying to, like with Underwhelmed, we went into the studio and everything was written, and we knew exactly how we wanted everything to sound. But this time around, we're going to be working with a producer.
Yeah.
And are trying to get into the mindset of like, where there's wiggle room, you know, like we're still going to be working on these songs and all that. So I know that's kind of something that
it's a learning curve.
Yeah, we're still like trying to, whenever we're writing, we're like, I know we're definitely all like, it needs something else, it needs this, but at the same time, we have to be able to step away and be like, it's fine, it doesn't need to be finished.
Yeah, isn't you have Chris, you're doing with Chris from Anti-Flag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you're guaranteed it's going to be sick.
Hope so.
Like, you don't find, as a three-piece, are you going to kind of limit the amount of stuff that you put on, we'll say, the new recording, because you will be able to translate it live, you know? Like, you could, Lalo, you could go crazy and put around 5 or 6 layers of guitars on.
I usually do a little bit and kind of just dumb it down and kind of give like a blended version of it live. But no, I'm not going to let it stop me from how I record anything for this one. Yeah.
I've got a cool thing to show you, actually, because when Evan was telling me about you, kind of brought me back to...
I also have no idea what this is. So.
When I was probably Evan's age, I rooted it out. Can you make it out?
Let's see.
Oh,
Jawbreaker.
That's
Sick.
sick.
Chesterfield
Nice.
King. They played Cork, probably 91, I'd guess.
Dude, that's
Sick.
And
That's
there's
cool.
a cool thing that I didn't even realize was still in it. I just took out the vinyl to see what state was the vinyl in, and so the Jawbreaker lyrics for Chesterfield King.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sick.
That's cool.
Damn, look at it's like
it's mad,
such
isn't
good
it?
shape.
Mm.
Yeah.
So they
That's
came.
awesome.
When is
They came to Cork back in '91, and Nirvana hit us as well with Sonic Youth, all in our place in Cork.
Yeah, they did an anniversary gig as well for when Nirvana played, because when Nirvana were here, it was just before Nevermind came out.
Yeah, literally weeks.
Yeah, I think that when they got back, that's when it just came out. Or when they left, it just came out. So
Yeah, and
That's
another
cool.
band which are brilliant. I don't know. Have you ever heard of them? Alice Donut. They're different kind. They're kind of a punk as well, but kind of a horn section, which is really cool.
Okay.
And Fugazi. Then I saw them in Dublin, probably
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
2 years after that as well. So
nice.
That's awesome.
yeah,
actually, how did that? I just remember that you did the Green Day tribute. How did that come about? Was that at the Gilman Street?
Mhm.
Lalo, that's
Sure,
funny.
That was Lalo's idea.
Yeah,
Did
it
you
was,
for the whole album itself with everyone on it, or
Yeah,
oh, sick.
yeah. So I was, I don't know. We were hanging out at their old place, which was also a music venue and where we practiced. And bands would come and hang out, or people who were in bands who were friends of ours would come and hang out. And I was sitting on the balcony, and I was kind of like, oh, like, what if we got like a ton of Bay Area and Gilman bands to like record one song off Dookie? Because I think what was it, 25 years? And
Yeah.
like for the coming year, and I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if everyone did that. And then I started meeting up with the guys in Sarcasm and kind of working everything out. And then it just kind of came together, and we were like, okay, do we really want to do this? And then when we decided, we booked all the time for all the bands at a recording studio and kind of worked it out.
Was it a pain in the hole doing it, or was it stress-free?
Alex did a ton of the legwork as far as like organizing and planning. I kind of just like provided some ideas, and then
Perfect.
Provided some idea.
So,
Yeah.
he did a lot of work.
junior management.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
it was
Awesome.
it was definitely stressful in the last like 3 months trying to organize. Like we did like a whole show where every band played, so it was like 14
Yeah,
whatever
that was-
bands playing at the same day.
I'd love if we were able to do that stuff, Evan, back here.
Yeah, there was talks about things like that, but I think it was more getting like. Do you remember that Roadrunner United thing?
Yeah.
There was like what was it? Some anniversary for Roadrunner, but they got like loads of artists that were on the label to come together and just write songs as like a separate band kind of thing. So there was talks
that's
of
cool.
that. But I mean,
That's a fun idea.
yeah, it'd be awesome, but it's just trying to get everyone together to actually write a song and then go and record it. And
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like
Yeah,
the
like
idea is solid, but it's just trying to actually do it. Like I definitely love to do it, but I think when everyone's in their own bands as well, trying to have time for that and whatever
Yeah.
recording you might have up anyway. But I mean, on paper, it sounds sick, and I'm not saying like it's never going to happen, but
Yeah.
it'll probably never
Hopefully
happen. No, I
that
don't know.
Yeah, I
Do
like
you
stuff
know
like that.
that the compilation you did, Lalo, did it even make it near Green Day?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Billy Joe uses that as a coaster for his like for his chalice. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So-
I wonder.
they probably like listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I would say
it's
they're
like-
definitely at least aware that it
Yeah,
exists.
because it's
That
like
it
a
exists.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like a thing out of Gilman, and it was like
Yeah.
about their anniversary. Yeah, I probably.
And what about the European scene, lads? Do you keep an eye on it, or do you have any bands that you like from Europe?
Mm,
I
I honestly
really like
don't know if I know any.
That's cool. We can
Narwhal.
fix that.
Narwhal,
I love
Yeah,
the band Narwhals. I wish they were still a band.
Who?
Narwhals.
Narwhals.
oh yeah.
I think
I
they're
thought you
from-
said Knock Loose first. So I was like, they're from
No.
Kentucky.
No, Narwhals. I think they're from England.
Yeah. That's kind of it. I don't really know if I know any other.
Yeah.
European
Yeah,
At least, like,
Evan is the
current
man there. He can put some good
Yeah.
stuff. Like Evan
Yeah, that's good to know.
gave me
Yeah.
Drain and Candy, and them two albums.
And Every Time I Die.
And Every Time I Die, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, as I said, that's the current one I'm listening to now. Drain. It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah,
I was thinking as well, just because I know all of you absolutely love Alkaline Trio. Seeing
Yeah.
as they released, was it God Damn It they released on Asian Man?
Yeah, and the album after that.
Yes.
maybe-
What do you think the chances would be of Mike getting you on a tour with them whenever that
I
would
would love
happen? Have you poked at Mike for that?
I've never brought it up to him, no, because I think if I don't bring it up to him, he's more likely to do it.
He knows though.
But he knows he
Oh
knows.
yeah, he's well aware.
Yeah,
yeah. He fucking knows that guy.
yeah,
Just
so
write
he-
him a note. Like I think that's the
he,
easiest
like,
way to do it.
says about it before.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what he does. So
He'll talk about him for like 10 minutes and then be like, "So, are there any bands you want to tour with?"
it's so annoying. Like he
Yeah.
brings it up all the time. We don't even bring it up, and then he does that.
Yeah.
And we're like, "Well, I mean, now that you mentioned it, yeah." Like,
Yeah.
what do you want us to say? You know. So
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully one day.
Yeah.
He's a very interesting character. He did I think he did a live stream on the Asian Man Instagram, and I happened to
Yeah.
just like click onto it, and I was like, okay. I was like,
They get
I'm
kinda
interviewing Grumpster. If there's anything I should ask them or anything like that,
Oh,
just because
no.
I had like, well, this is the thing. I had like, you know, when you're like, I'm on for a minute or two before I go off and do what I was
Right.
doing, and he was just kind of, he looked at it and he was like, question for Grumpster? No, we pretty much tell each other everything. But then the very next thing he did was tell us a story about how he recently shit himself. Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah, it sounds
I'm just going to bring that
I
up
need to hear
instead. Yeah.
I'm not surprised about it.
God, Mike. He
I
did.
gotta ask
He
him
used
about
to warn, he did this thing on his Instagram live.
Oh, the car sauna.
Yeah, we're having a heat wave in California, and he was doing this thing. So okay. So it was a heat wave in the middle of quarantine, so he can't go to the gym or anything. And apparently,
Yeah.
he loved going to the sauna. I learned this about him. He loved sitting in the sauna. So what he was doing during quarantine and a heat wave was just moving his car into the middle of the sun and
And
park
putting,
and putting the
he
heater
put
on.
the windows up and put the heater all the way up, and I was like, remember
And
I
just like,
texted
yeah,
him one
and
day,
just
and
like
I was
on
like,
Instagram Live, just like, all right.
People die like that. Like,
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, Mike, you're gonna die.
I
dude.
know. I
He
know.
shit himself.
That's why I'm not surprised. I'm like, it's probably his fault.
that's why you got that new car. Like, yeah.
That's Mike.
For those lives, yeah, you really never know what you're gonna get if you click on one of his
I
Instagram
know.
lives. He's gonna be talking about shitting himself, or he's gonna be in a car sauna.
Yeah. Does he like when he does with business? He seems like an extremely relaxed. Like, I mean, if he's going to
Yeah.
talk about shitting himself that regularly, but I mean, like, it seems like the deals are usually just kind of handshake deals. Was that the same with you, or was it
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of just works off a trust kind of thing?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what
And
benefits do you have from it working with Asian Man compared to doing it independently?
Oh, a lot.
There's a lot.
He does a ton for us. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all the logistics and shit and physicals stuff like I'm
Any
sure
of
we could
that.
figure it out, but
Why would you?
Yeah.
I just couldn't even.
Yeah.
It's so
And
much.
he hooked us up with like PR people and like,
Mm.
you know, merch and this and that and, you know,
Yeah.
everything.
He like
Yeah.
on like streaming services.
Yeah. All the what publishing fees. Stuff
Yeah.
like
Publishing
that.
fees.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, he does all that stuff.
So,
So
good.
he's doing more than what a normal label usually would if they're getting in contact with
Honestly,
PR and everything. Like, yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Which is
And-
funny because he was always.
He's like, I don't
upfront,
do
yeah, he's like,
anything.
I don't do anything. Like, if you really want to release with me, but
Yeah, I remember like when we first went over to Pack Records, when they came in, he was just like, "Oh, now that you're on Asian Man, things are just gonna keep getting worse for you." And we were like,
not exactly selling yourself there.
it was like the first day.
That's amazing. That should be the new tagline, like for
Yeah.
Asian man. Yeah.
Downhill from here now that you're on Asian Man, and we were like this, and it was like the first time we were like hanging out with him, and we were like, great, sick.
And what festivals have you, like, what would be your dream few festivals for 2021, since we'll just write off 2020?
Dream Festival, Riot Fest.
I want to do Riot Fest, but I would want to play Reading and Leeds Festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I want to do that.
That'd be unreal.
Yeah. That'd be so sick. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Well, it's not too far off the realm of possibility either, do you know?
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I hope. Trying to stay hopeful.
No, that's actually pretty true.
Yeah, if they came to Europe, Evan, what would be the chances of trying to get them into Ireland?
Oh, I think I've messaged.
You can get into Ireland from the US.
Like I've messaged Falyn about it a while ago. That like if you want an Irish tour, that's guaranteed. I think the best thing to do would probably do a UK tour.
Mm.
So it's worth it. Yeah. But I mean, after this, I meant to say that I have a band from the UK that would do a UK tour with you whenever you're able to get over, because then we can just make it.
Oh, just connect.
Rather than just flying straight over. Because the thing with Ireland is Ireland's small, so.
Can you do that right now? Can you fly Ireland to England?
Can we do what? Sorry.
Can you travel between Ireland and England?
Yeah, there's restrictions.
Yeah, there's.
We're talking about 2021, and we're all hoping and praying that.
Yeah, I need to tour.
Everything is a lot better.
I hope so.
But we can definitely not just being like, oh, it'd be cool if that happened. No, if once everything's back to normal, organizing that we'll definitely be able to do.
Hell yeah!
Having a UK one and an Irish one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be sick. Because I think, do you know when you start listening to a band and then all of a sudden it just completely takes over? That's kind of what happened with Ye. I remember even I was like, okay, I'll take a break, and I went on to Asian Man, and I was listening to Sarcasm, and I was just sitting here grand, and then I looked up and you were in the video, and I was like, I can't even escape it.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, I was like, how is this happening? Then I was watching some of Shibby's stuff, and I realized, I was like, no, it can't be happening. Then watching some of Shibby's stuff, and didn't realize that he had done Roots, and I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. Yeah.
And
in a good way, though. It could be worse.
You're haunted.
Right, yeah.
You're haunted by us.
Yeah. I'll have nightmares.
And have you checked out Worn Out? Devin's band?
No.
There you go.
Worn Out. It's like metallic hardcore. We have an EP coming out. It should be out already, but the world is fucked. So
I know. I want to hear this.
Oh, it's not up yet?
No, but we have 3 singles. I think No Truth is the newest, but that came out April 2019 now, so it's a fucking dose.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? So long ago, Ev. Fucking
yeah. It just seems weird not to have released anything in that time, because we swapped guitarists as well, and have a new sitting on an EP now, but just we kind of need to tour it.
Wait, so does it have the old guitarist on it?
No, this has new guitarists on. It's all fresh as fuck. But my man.
Hey, Noel, send that to me. I couldn't find it.
I'll send it.
That's your homework now, lads.
Yeah, there you go. I would put my Grumpster hoodie on, but I'm fucking roasting. Yeah, I got the teeth one.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's cool.
It's turned into a big love fest.
So lads, I'm going to leave you go then, and thanks a million for coming on the show. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us on.
Keep in touch with us, and whenever a new release is out, definitely hit myself and Evan up anyway, and we'll give it a nice push on our side. Get some Irish fans and UK fans as well.
People are fucking shit sick of me talking about Grumpster now.
Yeah, we'll get there ASAP.
Awesome. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yes,
and
we'll try to get you over in 2021 anyway. Okay. Cool.
It'll happen.
So you've been listening to Richie.
Yeah, no, it's 7 o'clock over there.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
7:07.
Yeah. Just people now probably have to go to work, and that right, Ev?
Yeah, I work from home, so.
Just change the window and you're all good.
Yeah. I'm just going to put on a clip-on tie here and be like, perfect. Yeah. And now I'm in work.
Okay, you've been listening to Richie, Evan, Noel, Lalo, and Falyn. And thanks again, lads, for coming on the show. Cheers.
Yeah, take care. It's been a blast.
It's been a while.